Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how we sounded. So, I have made the decision to not trade GU or GJ until we get out of this funk right here. Now, why did I make that decision? I'll tell you in a little bit. So I'm looking at GN today. Not looking at GU or GJ today unless we break out of the funk we're in. I'm looking at GN, like this GN setup. It's been making nice drops, actually, as we can see. It's been doing some nice drops this week. And we're kind of out of that consolidation. That first, let me make sure we're sounding good. Let me know if we're sounding good. All right, I appreciate that, Randy. So you're already on. You already knew what I was about to ask. Appreciate that. So me and the members, we're slightly in profit on NAS. So if y'all follow me on TikTok, y'all show some my second most recent post, one of the posts I posted yesterday, right? If you have not seen that post, I'm about to put it in the comments. Okay. I don't think I dropped it on Instagram. I think it's dropping on Instagram today. So I think TikTok usually gets my post sometimes the same time Instagram does, but TikTok more times than not. You'll see posts before you'll see them on Instagram. All right, so I'm about to share this in the comments. Because this is very, very, very important. And breaks down what I've been talking about for a while. All right, y'all. Okay, so if y'all have not watched this video, I just dropped it in the chat. One of my posts I dropped on TikTok yesterday. Everybody needs to make sure to watch that video because it's going to be explaining what has been taking place on the Forex side, the futures side. I'm not going to really say options because I don't think stocks is really facing that issue. I mean, some stocks did make all-time highs as well, so the option side too, right? So we just hit TP1 on NAS. We're in profit on this. We barely caught just below 1-to-1 on GU, but as you can see, this was what priced it Monday. Tuesday, price rejected this low yet again. Wednesday, we went for a buy. Price rejected this low yet again. And now we're back in reversal territory. Right? So what we're going to be talking about in this live, very important. So I do like GN though. GN can hold 27.75 is resistance for sales going down to 27.45. That's what we're looking at right here on GN. I do like this setup right here. I do like this setup right here. And I switched to GBP New Zealand because we had better market conditions. Again, with the charts, you can either keep on trying to force setups or find setups that have, or find charts that have a lot cleaner looking setups. Right? In this case, Gene's got a lot cleaner setup than GJ or GP, which is what we're talking about right now. And we talked about this a little bit in the TikTok live yesterday. Let's get rid of all this. We talked about this in the TikTok live yesterday as well. Right? So if y'all's in the TikTok live, you understand what's going down. If you don't be watching the TikTok live, y'all be missing out on important information. Right? A lot of times people be like, hey, I can't afford Plymouth University, or when's the next discount? I'm like, I got to be showing up to the free. Showing up to the free shit. I don't know what to tell you, because if y'all don't know, the TikTok lives are completely different from the YouTube live. You start recording the TikTok lives as well. I've been saying that, but I just got to make it a habit or a reminder to start the recording up before I get to do what I'm doing. Right? That's besides the point. All right, so make sure to watch that video I just dropped, because what's going down is very relevant to forex, futures, indices, all that good stuff. Right? And like always, you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we need charts, drop them in the chat. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out. I dropped a couple of videos so far this week. Check those out. We do got another news link today. Well, we have multiple news links. Matter of fact, we have the 15 euro news, the 30 USD news, the 845 euro news. And tomorrow, I'm really interested to see what's going to take place tomorrow with the GBP news, because again, like we're about to be talking about the GJ and GU, you need to go somewhere, right? Again, I don't really care for an uptrend or downtrend. I just need volume and clean market structure, right? So we're going to talk about that in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and break this stuff down. Shout out to those that's in the live right now. Shout out to them for watching the recording. New 15 just popped up. Again, a GN can maintain 27.75 resistance for sales, but the GPU pairs and all the pairs are kind of struggling right now. The past couple of days, we've been hitting some minor TPs. We haven't hit a full TP since Monday, Tuesday. To be fair, the NAS100 setup we was looking at yesterday did go as projected. I was just a little anal with the entry. I wanted to see it tap my level. It barely missed the level I was looking for. This is that match. It barely missed the level I was looking for, but as you can see, it didn't move twice. This is the initial move of the longer session. Didn't move again. Didn't retrace. Didn't move again. And then get a reversal. Right? So it's been a little bit of choppiness. Hasn't been like it was literally last week or a couple of weeks ago, where it was like when we had volume kicking, we had clean and continuous drops or clean and continuous pumps to the upside. But when we got this week and a little bit of last week, it's not really been that scenario, right? You see a lot of choppiness, a lot more choppiness than usual. So again, this TikTok video I dropped yesterday, I should be dropping on Instagram today. If you haven't watched that video, make sure to watch that video. Goes over all that stuff. And now we're going to break it down chart-wise, what I talked about video-wise in that video, all right? So it doesn't matter if you're trading Forex, stocks, futures, indices. On the futures and indices side, right, obviously when we look at US30 NAS100, US, YM, NQ, et cetera, gold, right? What has taken place with all these charts? New all-time highs kind of being broken, right? When we even go onto the crypto side, right? New crypto stock up there is dropping this week and the next week, by the way. When we even go into the crypto side, what has taken place? New all-time highs, right? So when we go back into time, Bitcoin first, well, that's 2020. That's not 2020. Well, it's still 2020, right? What happens And trace it all time. So we see reversals, we see consolidation, reversals, retracements, and then we pushed it up some, right? And we see a new all-time high here. We see reversals, consolidation, reversals, retracements, then it pushed back up, right? Now, when we go into the smaller time frame, we can clearly see what's taking place in these all-time highs have been getting hit, right? We see, again, using the monthly time frame, these highs getting hit. We see weeks of consolidation and retracement being run down, right? So why am I bringing this up? You look at US30. US30 just hit all-time highs again. And again, when we was riding the wave up, we was catching them nasty moves. But again, when these all-time highs are hit, which is why I kept switching from NAS to US30 and then back to from US30 to NAS, is to avoid this. I don't know why my music sounds so loud today. Maybe it's just the song. I'm trying to do it. Right? So I used to get questions when we was doing it, why I was switching from US30 to NAS to US30 is because to avoid what takes place when these all-time highs get hit, which is again consolidation, reversals, consolidation, reversals, consolidation, reversals, right? Consolidation, consolidation. We're literally in consolidation right now, right? NAS100. What do we see when we hit all-time highs? Reversal, consolidation, reversal. We broke it, right? Reversal, reversal, consolidation, right? So we went from US30, Bitcoin, NAS100, obviously gold, right? So on the future side, the industry side, we have all-time highs getting broken. With all-time highs getting broken, it's just like with Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit all-time highs. We had retracements and consolidation take place. Literally, when gold first broke all-time highs, quarter two, what happened? We literally had consolidation and ranging for like 3 months, and literally did not break out this consolidation until 2 weeks ago, which is when the markets were going crazy. It was catching back to back to back highs and back to back gold buy moves, right? Y'all remember that. Remember, y'all should especially remember that because we literally rode that entire wave up, right? So, what do we see taking place right now? We see consolidation and ranging. We're going to these smaller time frames. What do we see? Right? We see consolidating and ranging. So, consolidating and ranging at the same prices as you see since Monday. Monday, price did a nice push. But ever since Monday, it's been consolidating and ranging. You see what I'm saying? So when we go into the Forex side, looks like GN is rejecting that level. Let's see what NAS100s are up to. And again, if you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at the chart, drop them in the chat. We're still in profit on NAS. Let's see if we can hit that next TP on NAS. We're at TP1. Let's see if we can hit TP2. I mean, the members are in a position right now. We're in this NAS100 setup. We're at TP1, let's see the TP2 of NAS100 to maintain a goal 23,870 as support. We can look for buys back up to the highs. The same buy setup we went for and talked about yesterday is the same buy setup we're in right now. Going targeting those highs again at 23,980. Now again, keep in mind we do have a 15 euro news, 830 USD news, and 845 euro news. Keep that in mind, right? So when we go to GJ, what do we see? We see the same shit. Now, on the Forex side, we have not broken all-time highs, but on the Forex side, we have hit highs that we haven't hit in a year plus. And every time we hit these levels, what have we seen? Consolidation reversals, right? Just like when US 30 before we made those all-time highs. Where we see GJ going right now. We broke above that level, but we can see prices still struggling like a motherfucker to have volume pick up to make a new high, right? Even when August first started, we were struggling. Even that news volume failed to help us hold as low as resistance and for a downtrend come into play, right? So what happened after price failed to hold the level as resistance? We got sucked right back into the third cycle, which we always talk about in the TikTok live and in the playbook, right? Which is consolidation liquidity. So we've been stuck in this literally since July. We broke out of it for like 2 weeks, then got stuck back into it in the middle of August, and we've been in this since we're almost halfway through September. So this is 3 months of Chop City. We look at GU. Man, y'all was here. Y'all know we was riding this wave up. But even when riding this wave up, we had consolidation, reversal, push up, consolidation, push up, consolidation, reversal, push up. But what I want to pay attention to, what y'all to pay attention to, I just said, is these levels right here. Right? We had the support level here. And we got the resistance going up. We got the support level here, and price is struggling to break. And also, when it did break, it struggled to hold as resistance, just like when GJ reversed, it struggled to hold as resistance. And then we had the bullish momentum come back into play, which, again, if y'all was here or remember a student, we caught this higher high wave up. We literally caught this higher high wave up last week and then earlier this week. This is the buy setup we took on Monday. We took a buy setup yesterday. The news went as projected, but as you can see, price still fell below that level even with the news volume. We barely was just under a 1-to-1, barely missed 2 when price projected, as you can see right here. Right? And then Friday last week, then we had a reversal on Tuesday, but as you can see, even with that news, this wasn't even news, that was that London session after the bank holiday, when all the markets reopened. Anyways, even with that volume, price did not hold that level that long. The bullish momentum came back into play, right? So we've been struggling to have the downswing come into play. We're also struggling for the next steps of the uptrend to come into play, right? When it was last at this level, even with the volume, we still struggled to hold that level. So again, this is why it's important to understand market structure. When you pull out the price action and technical analysis playbook, and those that know, but for some reason, some people just always think that everything I pull up is simply just sell motherfuckers. But it's like, I'm trying to help you understand how this shit works and why this shit's doing why this shit's doing. But for those that get it, right? So when we pull out the playbook and we go to the rules of the uptrend, if I can find a photo, give me 1 second. And again, y'all, if you guys got any questions, y'all can in the chat. When you look at the chart, y'all can in the chat. Where is this photo? I got too many photos. Where is this photo? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to find this photo. I don't know why I can't find it all of a sudden. Here it is. All right. Here it is. So, like it says right here, in order for the uptrend to continue, we need to do what? Break past the previous high, which gives us a new higher high. Look at photo below. We also have to respect the support level the higher low is resting on. Right? So when we look at GU at higher low, higher high. Right? So this is the current higher high. This is the current higher low. Right? Pretty simple. Just some information. right? So we got to break this higher high, but we also got to respect the higher low. So when we look to the left, we can see last time we had the bullish momentum. This was the resistance level and the same higher low, high spot. Not a coincidence. That price struggled to break. And then when it broke through, it failed to what? It failed to hold as support. Right? We can all agree that we see price broke this level. It failed to hold that support and even higher high. Right? We can all see that, right? But a reversal take place. But then when the reversal took place, you see how it maintained its low support just like last time, and then try to come back up to the same resistance level that needs to be broken and turned into support. Right? We can all see this, right? And then we rejected again. And then we blew through this level. Now, what is the next part of the real estate uptrend? Rejections or reversals happen, but the reversal doesn't always mean the trend is going to change. As long as what? Price doesn't turn the support level into a resistance and or make a lower low, we are still in the uptrend, still only looking for buys. So when price rejected this level here, we can clearly see that price will now hold at resistance, right? You can clearly see price now holding it as resistance. So that's why the price went back above the level, back into support. There was a higher low, higher high. Look where the higher high, quote unquote, coincidentally stopped at. It stopped at the same resistance lower price stopped at this time, and the same resistance lower price stopped at last time. It was also the same resistance lower price failed to turn the whole as support. And the 15 just popped up. Let's see if we can hit this next TP now. Let's see these other charts are. Yeah, but for those joining the live, we're breaking down the market conditions right now, basically showing y'all visibly and visually what we was talking about in this particular post right there. So just click that post in the comments, watch the video. It's less than 3 minutes long. It breaks down the market conditions, what's been taking place. But me and the members are slightly in profit on NAS100. We just hit TP1. We're looking to see if we can hit TP2. GJ, we can look for a GJ buy setup here. The same GJ buy setup we took it after on Tuesday. It is also the same level price yesterday, even with the news fail. So it is a little bit of a risky setup until volume kicks in today or going GPUs tomorrow, but we are still technically bullish. So if I was to go for buys or sells, it would still be buys. Even when the analysis is still the same, just as you can see, lacking volume. I'm not surprised we're lacking volume when we go into the bigger time frame we were talking about, and we see that we're literally informing and stuck in a huge 3 month consolidation, 3 month liquidity, whatever you want to call it, right? But buys is still valid here. We just need volume for the news to happen, which again, even with the news yesterday, we did not see happen, but we do have a 15 euro news, 830 USD, and 845 euro news today. And then tomorrow, right before London session, we do got GBP news, and then we have 10 a.m. USD news tomorrow as well. So we're going to see if the volume today and tomorrow is going to help price break out of this level of stuff. Right? So when we hit the play button, we can see price rejected that level. Right? But then look here, price yet again respected this level as support. But as we can see, price has low support again, but it's been struggling to break this level. It's been struggling to turn this level into resistance to start the downtrend. And as we can see this week, it's been struggling to break this resistance level to continue the uptrend, right? So that's why we've been seeing a lot of consolidating and ranging. That's why we've been seeing price do what it's doing right now. All right, because when we go into bigger time frames, we can clearly see what's going on. We're seeing price currently stuck in a range, just like our US30 stuck in a range, just like our gold's been stuck in a range all week, because we're hitting levels that price has been struggling to break time and time again. And then with the indices and future side, we've literally broken all-time highs yet again. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with the charts right now. So I keep on saying the same shit, but it's because the same shit keeps on happening. As we can see, we've been stuck in this range literally since August 13th. Today's September 11th, so that's almost an entire month of price stuck. So of course I'm gonna keep saying the same shit and looking for the same shit if we've been stuck in the same shit for a month, right? Same thing with GJ. GJ, I showed y'all we've been stuck in this consolidation and struggling to hold global support since July. So of course the game plan is going to be the exact same for the past couple of months. And I keep saying the same thing because it has changed, because price has, as we can see, been doing the same shit since July, right? It looks like it's like trying to break out of that right now, which is interesting. Let's look at the try to break. But we got a new 5 minute about to pop up. Let's see if this next TP on NAS100. All right, so for those that just joined the live, I highly recommend rewinding um, to the beginning, because we just broke down a bunch of shit that is important and irrelevant. I might repeat it again later on in this live, but just broke down a lot of important stuff that you need to understand, especially with the market conditions we got going on. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out if you have not already. Yeah, let's see what the next season right here. So again, if you've been struggling the past couple months, don't take it too personally. Just understand the market conditions. But this is why it's so important to pay attention to charts, understand market structure, and not like when it's trying. I gotta see when the next TP right here. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We'll do charts, drop in the chat. Which y'all already know the drill. Just chilling. And we just hit the next TP. Make sure to like the live, y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me go ahead and let the members know we just hit TP2. Yes, this is good. Let's see what's going to keep on going for us. So, for those that's not looking at NAS100 and NAS100, I'm going to give you some other projections that I see for the day playing out. So, with gold, we're going to be looking for buys still. It did retracement, but we could. Again, I still am looking for a bigger retracement to take place. Right, we had this big high get made. We still have a high split up here, or even this retested. So I would like to see an actual. This was still technically a higher low, but I'd like to see an actual retracement take place before I look for more buys because that'll make me a lot more confident when I do go for buy setups, knowing that a retracement and a higher low. Right, kind of like how this happened, but I want to see like an actual like full candlestick, like um, something like that. Because, so that's what I'm looking for. But gold, we're still looking for buys. Um, I like to see price retrace because I haven't really touched the low since Monday. I like to see it retrace and retest over 14 support. So they're looking for buys from back to 36, 40, not 36, 40, 36, 38. Also back up to the highs at 36.56. Or you can see price retrace down to 35 now. So you're looking for buys there. There's a lot of possible retracements that can take place. I'm still looking for buy regardless because we are still bullish. Now, US30 did break all-time highs yesterday, so I'm still bullish on that. But again, we do have news today and tomorrow. So if we do not again break all-time highs again, we could see possible reversal. Now, we did do a nice retracement yesterday last week. Um, a small move Monday. US30 when that's projected. Tuesday, yesterday, price on the news, broke all-time high. Then we had the reversal take place, and it snuck off last night, right? But as long as we can maintain 45 through 20 as support, we are still bullish. But I wouldn't really want to trade this unless you go for a quick scout, just simply because one consolidation, and simply because we're at all-time highs. GU, I am not messing with GU. Like I said at the beginning of this live, until we break out of this funk, because I do not want to get into the mindset of trying to ego or catch the move because I can see the move happening. But again, if there's a lack of volume, I'm not gonna keep taking that move until there is volume, right? Just like the GJ, right? I can see GJ doing this move just like yesterday. Why we didn't take the setup? It's because there's a lack of volume. So if I see that even on Tuesday, price fell above his level. Yesterday with the news price failed to break. I'm going to wait for today's news, the GDP news tomorrow, to see if we're going to have some volume to break through before that. Even right now, I can see GJ doing this. Even if GJ plays out right here, by the way, same game plan that we talked about at the beginning of the week, same game plan that we talked about all week, the price can maintain 190.70 as support. You can see buys going back up to 220, and then below 220 support, we look for buys going to 260. Right, so even if price does this move today, and I missed it, I'm completely fine as long as you can hold this level as support, right? Because again, at this point, I just want to see us out of this consolidation and choppiness. Because if we can break out this consolidation and choppiness, stay above or below it, again, when I go for a setup, I'm gonna have a higher likelihood of the setup going in my favor. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with GU, right? GUs were struggling to break this level, broke it, failed to hold on Tuesday. Yesterday, price failed to hold this level. So now we're kind of back in the reversal territory. So I'm just going to let GBP do this thing until we're out of this consolidation. I'd rather not take a setup than keep on continuing to forcing setups, especially when they're in choppy market conditions. Keep on taking losses, and that's going to not mess up my psyche, but in the past it would, right? But for most people, it mess with their psyche, make them think the trading strategy is not working, et cetera, right? There's always going to be throughout the year, like especially quarter four, November, December. But even with November, December last year, go to last year in November, December, we still was catching nice set. My bad, I text over the My bad, I text that text threw me off. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. That text just threw me off. Anyway, we're gonna let Dash 100 do his thing. Like always, you guys got any questions up in the chat? We'll give you charge up the chat. Appreciate those tuning in with me. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Again, y'all, this is the news we got going on today. We got 8:15 Euro news, 8:30 USD news, the 8:45 Euro news. Tomorrow, right before London session, 2 a.m., we got GBP news. Then 10 a.m., we got USD news. Currently in profit on that. Just going to ride this wave. Let's see what it's doing right before news. See if it's on hold or not. And then members, I'll let you. I gotta check my schedule. I'm gonna check my schedule if there's live. But I might not go live for the news today. I got like a session like right going into. But of course, we're gonna still do the New York price watch list and stuff like that. And then y'all be notified if we go live on TikTok, like always. But make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I see that's scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram Playmaker_Wade, TikTok Playmaker_Playmaker. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Let me look where to scroll. Instagram Playmaker_Wade, TikTok _Playmaker_Wade_. tell I'm a little bit lacking sleep right now. I'm just all good. We sleep on the weekends. Like always, you want to contact me directly. You can do me on there on Telegram. I respond to all messages. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. Again, make sure to hit that first link in the description doing free single free Telegram. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Dropped a video for y'all on Tuesday as well. So make sure to check out those videos. Playlists are up to date. And like I said, check out the Bitcoin update as well. I got some new altcoin updates and analysis dropping for y'all this weekend. And I got some more stock updates dropping for y'all soon as well. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day, and let's see what York Sessions got in store for us.